What up, guys? It's your boy GQ motherfucking MGTOW. Back with another video. Thanks to all my new subscribers. Thanks to all those who unsubscribed. Thanks for all the likes. Thanks for all the comments. Thanks for any shares that you guys may have done. In this video, I'd like to discuss Looks Matter Part 2. Alright. So I just got done listening to a video by Solo TV 84, and he had Carl the Tactician, if I'm saying that right, on there. You know, a dude he frequently does videos with, and you know, they were discussing colorism, and throughout the video he started talking about colorism and lookism, and he was talking about how, like, the black women that complain about colorism are the ones that can't get a white guy. And he was also discussing that the white guys that do have black girlfriends or wives or flings, they have more of a Western appeal facial features. They're a little taller than average. Obviously they're in shape compared to a lot of the inner city black women, let's just say. Hopefully YouTube don't detect that and fucking flag my channel. But anyway, I must say I do agree. I do agree. Throughout my years in dating, you really don't pick up on it initially until it's, you know, something happens multiple times and you start really seeing, start believing. What I'm saying is, featureism, if that makes any sense, or lookism, is pretty much one of the most important things these days in the modern dating era. And the reason why I say that is because, and I do apologize for any wind you guys may hear in vehicles you may hear driving by me on my walk. But I said this about almost 2 years ago. We live in a photogenic society due to social media, Instagram, Snapchat. You know, it's all about the likes. You know, it's more so geared for the female population. But these days, girls, if they're going to take a picture with a guy, he has to be pretty much photogenic. Now, what is being photogenic? You know, good facial features, bone structure, you know, the height, the swag, if you will. And you have to add to their beauty or enhance their beauty by looking good with them. Now, of course, that would be height, general leanness, bone, you know, facial bone structure, more of a Western appeal. And I discovered this a few years back. I was dating, you know, a few different chicks, and they made it their duty to want to, like, show me off to different, you know, friends and family. And I will watch how the females will respond when they would show me off, because even though I got on my Baja hoodie and a fucking pretty much a stocking cap, I am GQ motherfucking MGTOW, you know what I'm saying? And when I dress very motherfucking sharply. You catch me with a motherfucking blazer on any given time. When I'm out, you might catch me with a nice ass fedora. Speaking about fedoras, only black guys can wear fedoras properly. You know, this, you know, as a little disclaimer. But another thing, shout out to Face and LMS, you know, and his content, because I guess he has the IQ or the awareness of what really attracts a woman when it comes to just basic raw physical features of the body. Now, if you have, let's just say, a movie star type of appeal about you, you're going to get women. I don't know how many times I've been told I look like Sean Williams, or I just look like a celebrity. Like I just look like somebody. Like I look like I should be in a movie. I heard this from men. I heard this from women. And even when I go out, because a lot of times I will go out alone, and you can just see how women will look at you if you carry those features that they're looking for, you know. And another thing, sorry, I'm a little over the place with this video, but this is I'm just spitballing. I work at one of my part-time jobs. I work at a bar. It's actually a tavern, same shit pretty much. But I'm the only black guy that works there. It's all pretty much white people. And I know it's like, especially like the white women, they could be with their husbands or boyfriends or whatever. Once, you know, they get a couple of drinks in them, no, they won't openly like be chatty with me, but they very, as the boy C Boogie would say, very teethy with your boy, you know. Now, when you're in a bar setting and the alcohol is flowing, you really get to hear and see female, I guess, female nature, if you will. You know, I'm so sick of talking about this shit, but you really get to see how they feel about certain groups of men, certain foods that's all around them. And if you have a keen eye, and you know, if you're a good people watcher, not in a creepy way, that's something that me and my ex-girlfriend used to do. We used to, you know, go out to the malls and, you know, different food courts, and we'd just chill, chop it up, and we would just people watch. And, you know, we'll say, you know, we'll give our opinion about a group of people, or like a male and female, and all that good shit. It was all fun and games. Not that we were trying to, like, talk about people in a negative way. We would just notice things in public. And when you go out to bars and you get people, you know, comfortable enough to speak their mind, especially when alcohol's involved, you will hear and see how the females respond to different men, you know. And take note of that. Don't be checking out the guy. Just, you know, notice. Take a little mental note. And when you see something like that again, take another mental note and think to yourself, like, all right, even though everybody has different tastes and what they find in opposite sex, what is it about, I don't want to say what is it about those guys, I kind of don't want to say what is it about those females, but opposites attract and people have different tastes. And think to yourself, let's say, what do all the girls have in common when you see this, and what all the guys have in common? And start piecing some shit together. You know, because you'll see this shit. You'll definitely see it. When you're a guy, I'm going to say for me, as a black guy, and I've had various females in my life, and in different races of females, even ones I haven't even dated or had sex with or intimate with, would speak about how I look, you know. And it gets to a point where it gets a little creepy, if you want to say that. You start really seeing, like, damn, like all these chicks care about is the Western features. Now, what I mean by that, you know, if I'm being told you look like a celebrity, you look like this, look like that, and, you know, women get real teethy with your boy or whatever, and even men, you know, in a strange way, I had even men, like, not necessarily walk up and approach me and say you look good or handsome or anything like that, but I had guys ask me, hey, why are you single? You a handsome guy, blah, 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 or you're an attractive dude, you know, you should have, I'm surprised you don't have a girlfriend. I mean, yes, I'm dating someone now, I'm in a relationship now, but it's like, I have my pick of the litter. Like in my previous video, I was talking about how every dude can go through a player phase. You know, I was lucky enough where I was able to go through a player phase. You know, I'm not saying I'm not a player right now. I'm not cheating on the person I'm dealing with right now. You know, if I'm in a relationship, I'm not going to cheat. But if I'm single, yeah, I'm going to be out there. You know, like anybody would, male or female, you're just exploring your options. You know. So, but getting back to my point, it's the Western appeal that they like. In that video that Solo TV84 did, and just listening to Carl, he was saying how, like, if you're a woman and you're black, you know what I'm saying, and you're dating a white guy, if you really look at the female, she's going to have more of a Western appeal to her facial structure. You know, her bones may be a little more petite. You know, she may be a little bit taller than the average female. You know, pretty much that modeling look. As he said, that Victoria's Secret model look. Now, yeah, you had those Caucasian guys out there that date black women with very strong African features. And a lot of times they wear their hair natural. You know, some white guys like that, you know. And as funny as this is going to sound, to the naked eye, I mean, you are, regardless if she has Western features or more African features, a lot of black guys are going to put them in the swirler category, regardless. But when you see a white guy with those Victoria's Secret model type black women, a lot of times outside of skin tone, they can almost pass. Like I said, I apologize for the wind. They can pretty much pass for being Caucasian, you know, minus the skin tone. It's the bone structure that turns them on. You know, and I mean, that works for male and female though. That's male and female. Like, you look at them and it's like, boom. I would like my kids to have those eyes, those lips, that nose, that head, whatever the case may be, that skin tone, that hair texture, and that's pretty much the gist of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Face LMS did a very good work in his content and his editing to make us aware, for those who, you know, subscribe to him and watch his channel. Made us very aware of pretty much the black pill, if you will. You know, I'm going to say, I don't want to say that that's all the black pill consists of. It's just lookism, you know. But he shows good examples of how women act when they're allowed to be unfiltered. You know, using those gaming shows, oh, it's windy as hell. Excuse me for a second. I'm gonna let this wind die down a little bit. Using, you know, game shows where they could talk pretty much freely about a guy, you know, and give their criticisms about the guy. Shit is fucking windy. Alright, hold on. So, I mean, it's the features. That's what it boils down to. The girl I'm dating right now, in a relationship. The girl that I'm in a relationship with right now, almost every time I talk to her, every time we FaceTime, she says, "Oh, look at that handsome face. You know, look at that face. Oh, you just so handsome, so sexy." And it's like, it's flattering, but then it gets to a point where it's like, okay, this is what the fuck they want. You know, she doesn't even like me even out of her sight, because she don't want other females viewing me the way she does. You know, I told her I was a player in my days. You know, I had my fair share, but this is what they like. That's pretty much in a nutshell. I mean, you can't run from it. You can't hide from it. Like I said before, you know your place, and you don't let it get to you. You know, you got guys out there that quote unquote cope in different ways to, help them get through life and their stands in the dating world, their position in the dating world. And every person wants to be desired, Every man wants to be a quote unquote pussy slayer. Make the panties wet, make the panties drop. But every guy is not fortunate to do so. I mean, granted, you can still have, one thing about us men, you can still be tall and masculine, even if you are facially unattractive, you can still get women, if you know how to carry yourself properly as a man. But just far as on first glance, that love at first sight, it takes that Western appeal, I guess. And I'm not saying, let me just say this, I'm not saying that another group or another race of people are more superior than the other, but from what I'm learning, because I'm half black and I'm half Creole. And if you know anything about Creole people, if you look them up, they're pretty much goddamn this, they're pretty much black people with Caucasian features. They got the skin complexion. Sometimes they're a little lighter. Oh, give me a second, y'all. Man, this wind is kicking my ass, man. It's fucking up my video. Alright. So it's that Caucasian features that they get a white man. They want a black man. Those looks. Or any man for that matter. I'm not just an 80-year-old man, because you definitely gotta be a certain threshold. You can't be just a midget, unless you're famous and rich. But if you don't have that, you better have that height on your shoulders. You better have that bone structure that they're looking for. But if not, they're gonna not want to take you in play. It's fucked up. It's superficial. But that's the world that we live in now. We could blame social media for this. We could blame, I guess, feminism for this a little bit, because females are allowed to make their own money. So it's like, oh, that's another thing. I got another video about that, about the fact that females are allowed to make their own money and what that does to the modern day man and woman relationship. I'm probably gonna do that video next, more likely. But what looks good when they take a selfie? Do you look good in the selfie picture with them? Maybe, that's what it boils down to. Can you grant them more likes? Or can you get their female friends and family members to be in agreement to the man they chose and on his attractive level? So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video because it's super windy. But once again, it's your boy GQ motherfucking McTowell. Thanks for checking out my motherfucking channel. Please like, share, subscribe. Please comment below, good or bad. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all feedback. And until next time, peace.